Hello everybody, my name is Connor and welcome back to NobleAsta TCG, where I post my games, learn from my misplays, and count on your feedback to grow. Today we are playing the boy Blue Buggy into Green Purple Doflamingo. And before we get into the game, look at this Sanji playmat. I am so happy with the OP-12 playmats. These playmats, as well as a couple of others, are available on 1000noble.com, but they are selling out pretty quick. So go ahead, grab them if you're interested. And of course, as always, if you don't want a playmat but you do want to support the channel, join the YouTube membership. It's a great way to support the channel and get some discounts, early decklist access, and members only polls and discussions. So, gonna molly in that hand. Not really a fan of that opening hand, and gonna see if we can get a bit of a better hand here. I'm looking for some searchers into Green Purple Dofi, especially like Green Purple Dofi now. I really don't know what they're gonna play. I'm hoping we don't see a birdcage. Granted, I don't have too many things that get caught in the birdcage, but smaller bodies like my Alvitas will not be able to swing, and having those bodies not be able to swing would be a bit of a bummer. So we're gonna go ahead, get our opening 5 and set up our life, making sure that we actually counted 5, because I'm bad at math, as you guys know. Longtime viewers know that I am not good at math. Yep, counting a 5 at life there, and gonna see what our opening hand is. We do start with a Gravity Blade, which is really nice, as well as the Croc Mihawk, Buggy, and the Mihawk Blocker, and the Cross Guild. So this is looking like a really strong start for us if we can just keep our momentum, keep gaining cards of the momentum, like we even have momentum. Of course we have momentum, because look at this playmat. I mean, my opponent has a very good playmat too, but I don't know, this playmat is just gorgeous. But anyways, my opponent is going to go ahead and go first, playing down the baby 5 that is going to allow him to trash it to restand Dawn, and I'm just reading that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw into a Mr. 3, probably the best opening hand we could have, tapping 1 to play Cross Guild, searching the top 4. We do find 10 costs. We find 2 10 costs, which is definitely a little scary. I don't really want to not have my 10 costs, so I'm gonna take at least one of them. I'm gonna take my one pretty one, and I really hate taking 10 cost Buggy on my search, but I felt like I was bottom decking too. I needed to be able to grab. I needed to be able to have one in my hand for any potential baddies that this Doflamingo might play. But we do end up grabbing the Alvita. The Alvita is going to be pretty nice because we are on the 246 curve, which I don't remember if that's even our odds. I'm so bad at math. That's why I have a degree in art and nothing else. But 2 Dawn pass, my opponent at 3 Dawn, gonna see what they want to play. I'm thinking that we can just drop Alvita next turn. He swings 5, we'll go ahead and take it, getting a Kabaji, which is pretty nice, and just passing the turn. So I'm thinking at this point there's a couple of options. We can go 5 with Galdino and 6 with Buggy, just to try and apply a lot of pressure. Or we can play down Alvita to potentially not only establish a body, but find some other cards that we might want. So 5 at lead, gonna see what they are gonna do with that, if they're going to either counter out or take. Of course, Green Purple Doflamingo is an event deck, so I am expecting some events at some points. It looks like a easy counter out, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play out Alvita to draw 3 and trash 2, just trying to find what we need, and not really drawing into anything too crazy. I'm gonna go ahead, discard these Sables there, and potentially, yeah, I decided to discard a 10 cost Buggy. I don't like discarding 10 cost Buggy, but we do have one in hand, and I'm going to hold it in my hand so dearly now because we've bottom decked 1 and trashed 1. The Doflamingo blocker comes down. He's going to go ahead, swing 5. I'll take that one, getting another Mr. 3, which is great. Gonna put us at 6 or we're gonna be at 6 Dawn, and we actually get this crocodile. Now I finally have the winter one, but this crocodile is actually really, I've been a big fan of it. It KOs a 2000 power or less, so we could play it out with our potentially our Croc and Mihawk and Buggy, or something along those lines, if we want to get rid of that baby 5. And it's a 5 for 7, which is pretty nice. But Mr. Galdino gonna search us out emoji, and we're gonna go ahead, swing 5, see what they want to do. They can block with that 6 Doflamingo, and that's exactly what they'll do. We'll swing another 5 with the Alvida, just kind of trying to poke them down. I'm fine with them blocking 5 Dawn up. Of course, we are going to go ahead and Buggy ability. The Spiderweb comes out to restand the Doflamingo, which is fine by me. We're going to go ahead, trying to decide what I want to discard first. I think I end up discarding the Crocodile. I think that's okay. I'm going to be drawing 2, trashing 1 here, and I'm thinking at this point, promo Buggy. There's not much in a typical green, I say typical like it's a typical deck to play, but there's not many cards that are 3 and 4 cost in a quote-unquote typical green purple Dofi deck, so I felt like it was okay to trash the what is his name, the 7 cost Buggy, and we are going to go ahead and trash Alvida for the Buggy effect to get the 7k Mihawk blocker on field. So pretty big turn there. I know next turn our hand is looking a little bit low and a little lackluster with the counter, but we can get some more bodies on board if need be. And I feel like we're set up to do what we need to do. Of course, we're already down at 3 life, and my opponent has not taken any life yet, but he is going to go ahead and play down the Bellamy blocker, and then play down I think her name is Giola. She is going to let him restand Dawn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I think it rests a character. I can't remember at this moment, but I am just letting him know that my Alvida is at a 5, a cost of 5. He'll go ahead and swing at 7, and I'm thinking about blocking with the Mihawk and countering 1, and yeah, I think that's pretty good there. They're gonna go ahead and pop the baby 5 to restand 2 Dawn, and then end turn to restand 2 more, choosing not to swing the Doflamingo blocker. And passing turn to us. That is fine by me. This might be a really good turn for Gravity Blade. Put 2 blockers at the bottom of his deck and have a couple of big swings here. Okay, maybe not big swings, but since Doflamingo is an event deck and he has 4 Dawn up, I think if we swing a couple of small bodies, like 5, 5, 7, I think it'll be, or 5, 6, 7, I think it will feel really bad to have to use the counter events to get out of them. So we are going to go ahead and bottom deck those. Don't worry, I think I do tell him, oh, it's bottom deck, not KO. But we're going to go ahead and swing 5 with Alvida, see what he wants to do there. He is going to go ahead and take that life. Swinging a 6 with Buggy lead. We have a pretty good amount of counter in hand at this point too, but he is going to actually play, I believe that's off white, which is going to let him search for a Don Quixote Pirates card off the top of his deck. I think it's top 4, I could be wrong, might be top 5. Gonna go ahead and grab another 5 cost Dofi, and we'll go ahead, poke 1 more 7, see what they want to do there, see if we can get some more counter events out of hand. No, they're just going to go ahead and take that, and we'll pass turn there. So, pretty successful turn, kind of removing their board. Just removing the board and not really being able to poke with those little bodies and get some events out of hand, I think is pretty good. And just making sure Croc and Mihawk can protect himself. I just want to, whenever someone asks me, I just I just like to double check. I just like to be sure, and it just counts for cross-skilled characters. So pretty good there if I need it. He is gonna go ahead and play down the 5-cost Dofi. Gonna be able to have that blocker back again. There is a world though where I think yeah, next turn I can absolutely play down one of my Kabagis, my 4-cost Kabagis, and then a Buggy to bottom deck the, what is his name, to bottom deck the Dofi if I want before swinging. He is gonna go ahead and swing at 7 at lead. I'll take getting another Moji. Moji, really nice, but I think I overvalue Moji. I always try to play to a point where I'm able to Moji, but I think I need to be playing Kabaji more. A 6k blocker is nice, but he's gonna go ahead pass turn 4 Dawn up, telling me I got some events that we need to get rid of in there. So I did draw into my second Gravity Blade, so there is a world where I just Gravity Blade these bodies, but yeah, it looks like I'm separating my Dawn. We'll go ahead, tap 4, replace the Galdino with the Kabaji. Both Kabaji and Alvida are a 5-cost because we have the Crocodile and the Mihawk on field. And yep, there I am, just making sure he knows. Then we are going to go ahead, tap 5 more Dawn. We are going to discard, what are we going to discard? I think at this point, probably Emoji, but I think I'm gonna, yeah, I go for Croc and Mihawk. I don't like that. I don't hate it, but I don't like that. And yeah, there's our 10-cost Buggy. Gonna bottom deck the Dofi there, sending it to the bottom of the deck. Now we'll go ahead and swing 5, 6, 7 one more time. Get those events out of hand before we get to swing the Buggy. That Kabaji right now is a 1k body on my turn, but gonna see what we can do there. He's gonna go ahead, activate Giola, I believe. Potentially activating Giola, that's what it looked like. Oh no, I think Giola rests a 4-cost, and he was gonna rest the Kabaji. But Kabaji is technically a 5-cost right now. That's why I put the dice right there, to help my opponent visualize the numbers. So he is going to go ahead, take that 5. We'll swing a 6 here. Gonna get a 2k out of hand. And swinging the 7 with Croc and Mihawk. Gonna go ahead, get a Spiderweb out of the hand. Restanding the Studiola, don't worry about it. And I think we're in a pretty good spot, depending on what my opponent plays next turn. His turn here. Not really sure. As I said, not really sure. This would be, 10-cost Dofi is a good guess here, and it's a very solid guess. I am correct. So, gonna freeze the Croc, Mihawk, the Alvida, and the Buggy. And I remember I have these nice little freeze tokens, so freeze, freeze, and freeze. Look at that. Now you guys can tell that they're frozen. Yeah, it definitely puts me in a bit of a weird spot though, because I do have, yeah, I can't get game next turn unless I swing with Mihawk, which I potentially could swing with Mihawk and leave 4 Dawn up to play something like a Kabaji or what have you. And it looks like that's what I'm going to do. I'm feeling pretty confident here. 2 Dawn up for my opponent. Gonna go ahead. I might be trying to swing. That is a lot of Dawn. I can't count that much. Hold on. 14? I might be going 14, 15. Because he does have like 3 cards in hand. Yeah, which realistically is pretty risky of me, I get, if he had like something like Hody. Yeah, so 12, 13, 14, 15 there. 1k, 1k, brick. So that is going to get us the game there. Yeah, I think overall, just having the board control that we had was really, really helpful. Definitely made a difference, I think, I feel. Just not really allowing my opponent to establish a board, and if he did, it was removed almost immediately. So well played to my opponent, and well played to my deck, honestly, giving me the cards I needed to handle that match. And yeah, that is gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
します。すぐに片付けますのでご安心を。おらー！これじゃあキリがねえ。麦わら